Alright, welcome to RTX Pinball. Today is going to be a review of Elvira Party Monsters. I was going to do this yesterday, but I just needed an extra day to kind of digest and get into the game a little bit more. I played it, I finally made up my decision what I'm going to rate it, and we're going to play it and see what you guys think. This one, just like Scared Stiff, is another $15 game. It is on the 4KP only, but it will be coming to the HDP as well, the 1080p game system that's actually coming out this Saturday, the TMNT version from Sam's Club. So they will have a version of this as well in 1080p format. This is the 4K version. So let's walk around the table a little bit and take a look at it. Obviously very pretty. This is more of an old school table. I think this is from the late 80s, and so it's a solid state game. It actually emulates the DMD quite well. It actually, I think it does a real nice job of relaying the digital nomenclature and numbers and letters and all that, the alphanumerics. Really cool. Everything on the table is very clean. This ramp is, these are usually our biggest offenders. This one's actually pretty damn perfect because it's pretty well straight for the most part. There's really not a lot going on. This clear ramp here is really nicely done. It does ghost out a little bit too much here, I think. I think that's a little too light. But they wanted you to see the elements underneath there pretty well, so they did a nice job with that. There is some nice animated elements as well. Down here you've got Elvira sitting in the party punch, drinking the green, basically out of a wine glass, so to speak. You have kind of the boogeymen up here that kind of do their thing. You'll see bats jump up off the party punch ramp and off the rollovers quite a bit. And this is not animation, but there's a light up eyes for to signify how many locks you have. So we'll get into the gameplay a little bit. This one is still 1440p, so it's actually a little bit higher resolution than some of the more recent tables. Which is kind of good. I don't have significant lag, although I will say the game plays pretty slow, and you'll see that even though it plays slow, it's very punishing. We're gonna have a lot of bad drains through the outlanes here. It's very possible we'll see that a lot. I might have a couple of really short games. I'll try to show you what I can, and then I'll give you a rating on it, and we'll go from there. See, it's quite heavy. You can see how the ball just really doesn't want to bounce necessarily. It really takes a bit of force, if you will. Sound effects kit is awesome on this, though. All the clunks and clanks. There's your bats. This straight down the middle happens a lot, so just expect that to happen. This shot, if for some reason you do not make that shot up to the barbecue, you're in trouble. Lots of extra balls in this one, though. It's one saving grace is, yeah, you have some bad drains, but it's really easy. Well, there you go. Already get an extra ball. Super easy to do. You're gonna get a lot. You can get up to 5 extra balls in this, so you can play 8 full pinballs. So scores should be pretty good. And if you get really good at shooting, these 2 or 3 shots really are the entire table for the most part. If you get really good at those, you can score really well. You have a lock shot, the monster slide, the party punch. This right orbit you don't really use ever. There's no real shots there, and then of course the shot up the middle for the different awards and bonuses. I love the sound of the bumpers. This game is made by the same guy who did Party Zone, Dennis Nordman. So it is very similar to Party Zone in a lot of ways. I am a big fan of Party Zone, even though it does have some bad drains as well. And realistically, the layout is pretty similar too. So we're gonna get into multi-ball here. We'll shut up during the multi-ball. Oh.
Get down, get down.
So, that is kind of the game for Elvira Party Monsters. It's all about getting multi-balls. You can do a couple different ways. You can hit the jam targets. You can do the bat rollovers to get the lock to establish, and you can redo the lock 3 times. Has the really good sound effects, but you don't really get a whole lot of Elvira callouts. There really isn't much there to talk about. You can get 3 million through the deadheads here by lighting all the spot targets. You could spot letters for Elvira and get 3 million shots for that. Obviously multipliers, things like that. But realistically, there's not a ton of gameplay for this one. It's a pretty simplistic game. Older, obviously. Kinda, I like it a lot better than Taxi or Pinbot. And I would still say, I don't know that I like this even as much as Party Zone, because at least with Party Zone you know what you're getting. Is it still a good game? Absolutely, it is a good game. There's going to be those who love it a lot more than I do, but if I had to rate this one, I'm only going to give it an 8. It's a solid table, but it can be incredibly frustrating. There is some really bad drains on this that are going to be really frustrating to a lot of people. I think if you had to choose one of the 2 tables, Party Monsters or Scared Stiff, you definitely got to go with Scared Stiff. It's a much more modern table, obviously, in rule set and callouts. Graphically, I think it's even a little better. And I hate to compare the 2 because they are very different games. They're made by 2 different designers. And just totally different in a lot of different ways. But I just love the playability of Scared Stiff so much more. The more I play this one, the more I know that I probably won't come back to it as much. Whereas Scared Stiff, I'm like, man, I gotta go play that game. It's super fun. There's the wizard mode, which, you know, there's just much more going on over the course of the game. And so I just really enjoy that one a lot more. So what are your thoughts on this? Is this something that I got wrong? Is it something that I just need to dig into even further? I can get a pretty good score on it. I played it in VR, I played it on console, and I played it on the 4KP here as well. I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I getting it wrong? Is an 8 too low? Is it too high? Do you hate this game? Those are the thoughts I want to hear. Curious to see what you guys have to say about it. And I guess we'll leave it at that. We'll stop here and just say I appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe if you like the content. And remember, you only need 1 ball for greatness. Keep plunging, guys. We'll see you next time.